Welcome to another episode of the Community First podcast by BNP. It's a podcast where we have legal and social conversations with our community. And in this episode, still in the spirit of cybersecurity awareness, as the month of October just ended, we are still on the topic of cybersecurity. This time we are talking about digital parenting. Just by way of recap, the last episode we talked about cybersecurity with respect to children and the risks that they face when they access the internet. So if you all recall, we talked about some of the risks like cyberbullying, online grooming, online pornography and whatnot. And we discussed the SMART method, which is an acronym for, first of all, you need to stay safe by not giving out too much information online. Secondly, you shouldn't meet people online, offline, because it can be dangerous. And then the A talks about accepting friend requests easily. Just as in real life, you don't accept anyone you meet on the streets, same way online, you should scrutinize the friend requests that you accept. The R stands for reliable information. Only deal with reliable information. Don't believe anything you see on the internet. And then there's the T, which deals with telling a trusted adult. So we learned all that, and we also spoke about other measures like using a strong password, not sharing your nude pictures, and then respecting other people's opinions, which is really important. We also looked at the policy documents by the Cybersecurity Authority in relation to the protection of children. And then we also looked at some provisions in the Cybersecurity Act. And this time, because we had such a lovely conversation with our lovely guest speaker, we had no option than to invite him again one more time so that he takes us through digital parenting, which focuses on the parents. So once again, Mr. Nelson Herald Darko, you are welcome to our podcast Community First, where we have legal and social conversations with the community. Welcome, Mr. Nelson.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity once again.
Mr. Nelson is a senior manager of the Child Online Protection Division of the Cybersecurity Authority of Ghana. And today we'll be talking about digital parenting. So, Mr. Nelson, I think without further ado, we have to just go straight into the topic. And I want to start by asking, when it comes to parenting or digital parenting, what do you think are some of the general beliefs that parents or guardians, especially Ghanaian parents, what are some of the notions they have about the usage of media and technology by children?
Okay, so thank you very much. First of all, I want to explain the type of parents we have in our country in terms of the question you are asking. Yeah. There are two different types of parent assistants. So the parents between 50 to 60 years, so 65 years, they are called digital dinosaurs.
Digital dinosaurs.
Yes. So what I mean by digital dinosaurs is that anything about computer, then they are running away. Born before computer.
I think dinosaur is an extreme term for them. Why dinosaurs?
Yeah, because they have a lifespan. Like
I get the idea.
That's why they call them. And then with the ones between ages between 35 to 45 years, they were at that time when the technology became advanced or social media became to existence, they were around between 20 years. So they are called digital immigrants.
Digital immigrants.
Yes. So it means that they are migrating to technology. For them,
they are acquainting themselves with it,
and they are educated. So they can easily learn and do certain things for them. But those born before computer, no matter what you do, they won't learn. They will tell you, take it away. I wasn't born with this is your word.
Yeah.
And then the children themselves, they are called digital natives.
They live in the world.
Yes, that is their word. So the fight is between the digital natives, the digital immigrants, someone who are coming to my world to come and tell me what to do. You get that?
I get that. Yeah. They mean the dinosaurs. They are not even in
they don't even come in. But the fight is between those who are migrating to my world and those who
who are living in that world.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So as a parent, what
do you do?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is it.
So what about the parents who have the idea that children shouldn't be allowed to use the internet because they have this notion that it's bad and it corrupts and whatnot?
Yes.
Some also even believe that.
Good. I think
if you keep them away from it, you are protecting.
First of all, if you are a parent and you are listening to me, I think what I want to tell you is that first of all is their right. So United Nations Conventions on the Rights of the Children are saying that they have digital rights.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yes. So you can't deny the child access to.
Okay.
Good. So what you need to do is to supervise.
Yeah.
So you cannot deny.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't. So now there are two sides. One side is saying that it is causing harm.
Yeah.
The other side is also saying that it is good.
Yeah.
But what I want to tell them is that the internet has both
good and bad sides. Yeah.
So as you preach the good side, preach the bad side.
Yeah.
And you can't deny them. They have the right to use it. So that is the advice. I had an opportunity to engage some children some time ago. They were about 60, between the ages of 12 and 17 and there. So before the start of the engagement, I asked a question. How many of you are on social media? Okay, I asked how many of you have phones? Out of the 60, it's only 2 people who said they had phones. I said, okay, so 58 don't have mobile phones between the age of 12 to 17. And then I asked again, how many of you are on social media? 59. So the question is, how? Who gave them the phone? Parents give phones to their children, they don't supervise.
Yeah.
They don't even know whether they qualify to use certain apps.
Yeah.
As it stands, WhatsApp is 16 years and above. Okay. But we have Ghanaian child
who are below that age who
are using WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is 13 plus. 13 plus.
Okay.
So parents don't check all those things. Some parents feel that last time I heard some woman saying that as for Kwesi, anytime he gets a phone, he's okay. He doesn't go out. It's okay. He doesn't play, and I'm fine with it. When he goes out and he gets injury, who is going to take care of him? But the injury inside the phone is more than the one outside that they are not aware.
Yes.
The child is inviting a predator in the house, talking to someone they don't know.
Yes.
But rather taking that one as something that is not serious.
That's true.
So you see how the thing is.
Yeah.
So the concept, so my side is that internet is good.
Okay.
But it has both sides and bad side. Yeah. So they should preach the two.
Okay.
And before they handle the phone to the children, they should know whether they qualify. At least even check their maturity level.
Yeah. For yourself.
If the child happens to be a child who normally report issues to you, then it means that when you give the phone and there's any issue, the child reports to you before you can handle that phone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So if a parent allows himself to hold that notion that the internet is bad, and so the child should be prevented from accessing it, it can actually be counterproductive. Like you were saying, you are shielding him from what you think is bad, but you don't know what damage you are doing internally.
It goes to affect the child in a way.
Yeah. I mean, the internet has so many benefits. If the child can use it for reading, and whatnot, and learning. So
now mothers who have given birth don't even sing for their young children again. Now they have this baby shark
baby shark
video. They just download it and they leave it for the children to enjoy. So they have a lot of
benefits. That's true.
And these are the world we are now.
Okay. Talking about go ahead.
They shouldn't do copy and paste.
What
if you are a parent, don't do copy and paste. What I mean by copy and paste is that don't say that at my time, when I was young,
I didn't have
so I won't buy you a phone. or I won't buy you a laptop. You have to, because they have the right. Yours is to make sure that you supervise. Or you give what controls to make sure that your child is not abused.
On the topic of supervision then, because you can't supervise if you don't have the necessary competence or skill in whatever it is that you think you are supervising. Let me give you an example. My grandmother has close to zero knowledge about technology and whatnot. So if, let's say, I am to have a kid and leave the kids digital usage of social media in the hands of my grandmother to supervise, I don't think she will do a really good job. So I want us to look at how consequential the competence of the parents or the guardians is when it comes to the usage of technology and social media. Because like you said, we have the dinosaurs, and then we have the immigrants. For the dinosaurs, I don't know. I don't know how competent they are, but they can be taught. They can be taught.
Yes, some of them are quite educative, but you see, they are the grandmother type. When the children are playing, they are happy. Because they are the grandchildren, and they should be happy. So you know how grandmothers treat young children. They are the type.
So the competence, like how best can the parents or the guardians achieve?
I think we need to educate ourselves as a parent. Educate yourself. If you don't understand anything, let your child teach you. You understand? That is their world. Don't fight. Don't go with temper. Kwasi, I've heard something in status. What does it mean? And your child will teach you. But if you go with fight, they won't. So sometimes I always advise parents that in an area where, or in a family where they buy laptop or computers for their children, they should place the computer in the common hall, or let's say the big hall, at the center of the big hall, so that you'll be able to monitor what the child will be doing on the laptop or the computer. But they shouldn't put it in their child's room whilst they are also in a different room. You don't know what the children
don't know what the child is.
Yes,
that's true.
So educate yourself. Know what Facebook is. The blue with the F is Facebook. Know what a Snapchat is. It has a yellowish what with a symbol of a ghost. Know what WhatsApp is. Learn all those things.
For my parents, I see them actively learning.
I taught a woman on this issue of status some time ago, and now the woman is able to monitor the child's activities in the university. So sometimes the child will be going for disco and putting the pictures on status. So the woman, after learning, the woman saw those pictures on status, and she realized that anytime she gives money to the child for fees, then the child will be enjoying with the money with girls and other things. You understand? It's the parents. It makes you feel that at least you are also into it. You are in the world with us. You can't hide anything from us. So learn. If you're a parent, educate yourself. Go to Google. If you don't answer, you don't have any answer to any question.
Do the research yourself. That's okay. All right. Then now we can talk about the since we are done with the competence aspect. What are the approaches of digital? What parenting styles or approaches should be used in when they want to supervise the manner in which their wards access the internet?
Sure. So like I said, now we'll deal with the tech savvy, those who are tech savvy and those who are not,
the dinosaurs and the immigrants.
So if you are a parent without any knowledge in computer, you go by the traditional way of advising. You understand? Like I said earlier on, before you can handle a phone to your child, know the child's maturity level. That is one. Accountability is very, very important. What you need to do is set a clear rules in the house. That's okay. So you are going to use this phone for every 2 hours. You sign, and the child will sign. You post it there. And see, when the child breaches, there's a punishment.
I see.
You are not denying, but you are supervising.
Okay.
You have given the child 2 hours to learn with the computer, so it's okay. Otherwise, the child will also become addicted.
Okay.
To technology, you understand? Yeah. So that is one. And then you should also be talking to your talk with your children. Let them know the issues that they can face online.
Yeah.
You understand?
Transparent.
I use the word talk with.
Yeah.
And yet it's not talk to.
Talk with.
If you use the word talk to, that is where the fight will come.
Yeah.
But talk with them. So you go there as someone who needs help from your child, and they will teach you.
Yeah. Okay.
But don't go and say that I'm your mother. I was born before you.
Okay.
They won't teach you.
That's with the dinosaurs.
Yes, those who do. And then create balance. So sometimes offline activities, online activities. It's not always online.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to also play some hobbies outside, like football,
to prevent them from being adults.
And also go on, explore together. You can play games with your child.
Yeah.
You understand? Or on Facebook, you are your child's friend.
Yeah.
You can monitor what they post.
I think most children wouldn't be big fans of that.
Yes.
What happens is that, because I don't think the children are.
If you tell your child that I want to be your friend on Facebook, won't your child accept it? I mean, so
yeah, fine.
It will work. It will work.
It can work.
Okay, so now let's go to
the immigrants, the digital immigrants.
They are quite educative, so they'll be able to use the parental setting controls on the phones. Every phone has parental controls, iPhone, Android, and those things, and even the apps, the WhatsApp, the Instagram, and those things. They have some controls that you can limit or restrict the child from viewing certain content.
Yeah. So I know on YouTube, for instance, there's YouTube for kids.
It's
right?
good. Yes. So when you buy the phone, instead of downloading the normal YouTube, you download for the kids for the child. Rather, you get it.
Okay.
So that is that. And then there's also one called Family Link.
Family Link.
Yes, it's on Play Store.
Okay.
So App Store too also has the same thing. So you Family Link for your child's phone, and Family Link for the parent's phone. So they have two. Family Link for the child and Family Link for the parent.
Okay.
Then when you download for each phone, then you link it up.
Okay, well, how does it work? So
it's a code. You link the code, and it will link to the phone. So whatever you do, it will ask permission from you before.
Oh, okay.
The parent, even the content viewing and searching and other things, before you give us as a permission.
Oh.
You'll be able to monitor what the child is doing.
Oh, okay.
And then Microsoft also has parental controls that you can also use.
Okay.
Aside that, if you also want to know what the child has been searching for, you can also use the Google activity.com.
Okay.
myactivity.com. When you type myactivity.com, you go to my activity. Everything that the child has done, every search, you'll be able to see it, and you give advice.
Yeah.
So I think these are some of the things.
That's great. And I think you can also, with respect to the discussion we had in the earlier episode, the tips that you gave, like giving out your personal details and whatnot.
It's also,
so I think the immigrants who are tech savvy can actually complement some of the parenting styles that we just recommended to the dinosaurs. So you don't have to only rely on parental controls and whatnot. You also complement it with the advice, assessing the child's maturity level and being transparent, talking with the child, not talking to the child and whatnot. Okay, that's fine. So I think this has also been another enlightening discussion with you, Mr. Nelson, and we are very much grateful, and we appreciate you taking time off your busy schedule to sit with us and have a chat about these issues.
So there are other things that we need to discuss, maybe going forward, if you invite me again, on some of the dangerous apps that parents should be aware of.
Dangerous apps that parents should be aware of.
So if you see that apps on your child's phone, for instance, they call something house party.
Okay.
Those things are apps you parents, you don't know, but children, they know a lot of these website and apps. So we will identify some of them, those that are good for your kids and those that are bad. So when you see,
you would know,
you give advice.
Then we'll definitely be calling you again. We will definitely be calling you on your expertise in this field.
Sure.
So we are grateful, as I mentioned, to have you here.
Okay.
And just as we had closing comments for the last episode, I think we'll need closing comments from you on this one too as well. And this will be for the parents.
Oh, okay.
Closing comments for the parents.
I think, like I said earlier, was that the child has the right to use technology.
Yeah, digital rights.
Yes,
yeah.
According to United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.
Okay.
So the only thing you do is to
supervise. Yeah.
There are positive aspects of the internet that you can use the child for.
Yeah.
Then the child will benefit in the future rather than focus. So as you focus on the benefit, also preach about the risk.
Yeah.
So the child know what goes on in the internet. Okay.
Thank you very much. This has been another episode of Community First Podcast, where we have legal and social conversations with the community. Tune in next time on our next episode. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.